It's the Line Makers on Sporting News, presented by Jack Daniels.
All right, folks, let's get ready for a little Ohio battle. It's Cleveland off to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Bengals open up at the South Point, Rick, a 7-point favorite. The total in the game's 40. Here's another trend down to the under, down to 38.5. Week 2 in a lot of locales is considered an under week after what you see in week 1. But we're just talking a function of what we saw from these two teams.
Absolutely, Brian. You know, the Browns were totally ineffective. Their touchdown came on a pick six of Michael Vick. And Brandon Weeden, let's face it, he looks lost. I mean, he looked lost in the preseason. He got stuck under the flag before the national anthem. He had to crawl his way out, and they didn't get any better from there. He went 12 for 35 for 118 yards with 4 interceptions. I mean, yeah. And then look at the Bengals. You know, Bengals ran into a buzzsaw in Baltimore the other night. So.
Yeah, no, the flag deal was a harbinger of things to come for Weeden, but I mean, obviously, offensively challenged from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely, and not only that, you know, Weeden's in a tough spot. Now he's going on the road against an angry Bengal team, and he really doesn't have a lot of weapons at wide receiver, and he's got a rookie running back behind him in Trent Richardson.
Cincinnati on their way into the Monday night game at Baltimore were banged up. Now their egos bruised a little bit because the Ravens steamrolled them. And the one guy that looked really good is A.J. Green.
He looked great, and you know, and Ben Jarvis Green Ellis looked good that night too. But you know, Marvin Lewis insists that he was prepared for the no huddle that the Ravens went to, but they sure didn't look like they were prepared for it. But you give the Bengals credit; they hung in the game. It was 17-13 in the third quarter before Andy Dalton threw the pick six. He threw the pick six. On the next possession, he fumbled. Ravens scored twice. Game was over. But they did come back from what looked like it was going to be a blowout early in the game.
You might not think so after what you watched on Monday night, but again, that up-tempo no-huddle offense, Ravens got the best of them. But this is a Bengals defense. Does fly around and get after it.
Yeah, and it is a big rivalry game between these two. I just don't see the Browns being scoring a lot of points in any game right now. And the way things are shaping up, honestly, Colt McCoy has looked better than Weeden all summer, but the Browns are sticking to their guns, at least for now, with Brandon Weeden. Going on the road, it's a tough spot.
Is the safest play in this game for fantasy football players? Dress the field goal kickers?
Yeah, I guess it probably is. And a little bit of Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, probably.
All right, it's Cleveland off the Cincinnati Bengals 7-point favorites. It opened 40. It's down to 38.5. We thank you for stopping by our free preview week here, the Line Makers on Sporting News.